What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia, and this was a 12-rounder for the undisputed super middleweight world championship. And this fight was Saturday, May 4th, from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on Prime pay-per-view. And in this fight, Canelo Alvarez was able to get a unanimous decision victory over Jaime Munguia in a very fun fight to watch. So I had this fight scored 116-111 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. The three judges I thought had pretty decent scorecards on this one. They had a 117-110, which is a bit wider for Canelo, but I could see it. Then one had a 116-111, agreeing with my scorecard, and a third had a 115-112 for Canelo, respectively. So, yeah, Canelo got the job done in this fight. It was a very good fight throughout. Jaime Munguia drops to 43-1. Canelo improves at 61-2-2. And just to break down my scorecard round by round, the first round was a very good opening round for Jaime Munguia. He jumped out there throwing some fast combinations on Canelo, trying to catch him with some early shots. And he did fairly good in that first round. However, in the second round, it was actually a very exciting round as well. Both had some very good work. However, Canelo, I thought, had more snap on his shot, so I gave him that round. Then round number 3 was another good Munguia round. He was popping Canelo to the body. He was landing some jabs. He was keeping him at bay. He was doing very, very well in that round. However, in the fourth round, they were both going to war, exchanging, throwing big shots. And then Munguia got a bit too greedy, jumped in there, got popped with a big uppercut, and dropped. So that was a 10-A round there for Canelo Alvarez. And then round number 5, Canelo again started getting into a rhythm. Munguia started to get a bit more sloppy. Canelo started to make him pay for it. However, in the round after that, round number 6, I thought was a very close swing round. I thought it could have went either way. Both had some very good work. Munguia had great work in the sort of middle part of the round. However, Canelo had some good work early and towards the end with some body shots. And then round 7 and 8, I gave them both to Canelo. They were pretty fun rounds. I thought round 8 was pretty close. However, I thought Canelo was just landing the harder punches overall on Munguia. Munguia would get some flurries in there, but Canelo was just the one landing the more effective shots, in my opinion. Then round number 9, this was a round I also gave to Munguia. Munguia had some very good flurries in that round, and I just didn't think that I thought that he did more in that round compared to Canelo's power shots. I thought overall the flurries and combinations were just more and that's why I scored that round for Munguia. Then round number 10, I gave that one to Canelo. It was pretty close actually, but I just thought Canelo finished the round very strong with some good overhand rights and some hooks to the body. Then round number 11, I gave this one to Jaime Munguia. It was very, very close. Both had some decent work. But it was a pretty quiet round, so I just edged it to Munguia, but very close as well. There's a decent amount of close rounds here. Then round number 12, both of them were just going to war, but then Canelo was just landing some very hard shots at Munguia, had him buzzed a little bit throughout the round, but it was a very fun fight overall, and that accumulates to a 116-111 scorecard. And this goes in the question, what is next for Canelo Alvarez? People call him the face of boxing. He's now 61-2-2, as I mentioned earlier. Still the undisputed world champ at super middleweight. Really, when you take a look at the super middleweight division, Munguia was the number one contender in the WBC and in the WBO. And then you take a look at the other sanctioning bodies. William Skull ranked number 1 by the WBA, and Edgar Berlanga ranked Skull ranked number 1 by the IBF, Berlanga ranked number 1 by the WBA. There's just a lot of possible opportunities for Canelo. We could possibly see him obviously fight David Benavidez if he gets past Alexander Vosdik. We could also just see maybe him take on one of these top contenders, just get an easy win like when he fought Avni Yildirim. Or if not, besides that, we could see some crazy fight. Maybe we could see Canelo in Saudi. Maybe we could see him fighting on those Riyadh season cards and some crazy fights. Maybe he could fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. There's just a lot happening right now in boxing, some crazy fights being made, and I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo in a huge, crazy fight in Saudi Arabia, or even just here on like these big PBC pay-per-view shows. But as for Jaime Munguia, he takes his first ever loss. He put up a very good effort in this fight, was the number 1 contender going into it, former world champ. I think for him, He's going to bounce back, I think. I think we could possibly see him maybe against a guy like Edgar Berlanga. Maybe Eric Bazinian, Vladimir Shishkin, any of those sort of higher level ranked guys. Maybe Bektimir Melikuziev. That would be a very interesting fight. Maybe Pacheco. I mean, there's just a lot of fun fights that could be made for Munguia at 168 that aren't even title bouts, but that could just get some good draws and get some eyes watching. So overall, Canelo Alvarez defeats Jaime Munguia, dropping him and winning via unanimous decision to retain his undisputed titles. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.